Hey, my hotties, go ahead and pour yourself something warm because we need to sit with this one for a bit. It may be a while before this one cools off. The Kandi, Burruss, and Todd Tucker divorce situation is continuing to unfold right in front of us, and I want us to talk through it like adults, just having a real moment together. Because the truth is, this story has layers, and it is bringing up a lot of conversations that I think many people can relate to in their own lives. Last time we talked about their initial filing, things seemed like they could go smoothly. A quiet separation, a respectful ending, something that you might announce with a deep breath and a hopeful smile, even though it hurts. Well, that tone has shifted significantly. Todd has now filed a counterclaim requesting primary physical custody of their children, Ace and Blaze. According to that filing, he is saying that the children have already been living with him in Georgia and that Kandi has upcoming work out of state that could limit her time with them. He is essentially asking the court to formally recognize him as the primary custodial parent. That alone is a big development. Custody is not a small detail. It shapes a child's daily life, their school routine, their emotional comfort, everything. When one parent requests primary custody, it sends a loud message that there are concerns about how the children will be cared for moving forward. It often means each parent believes their home environment may be the more stable or consistent one. But then things go even deeper. Todd is also challenging the prenup they signed back in 2014. He is saying that he felt pressured to sign and did not have his legal team present. If a judge takes that claim seriously, and if it is determined the agreement was signed under any kind of coercion, the entire financial structure of this divorce could change. And that is huge because Kandi has built a lot. She is a powerhouse. There are businesses, royalties, property, brands, and projects with her name and legacy attached. Now, let me pause here because I think a lot of people outside of a divorce don't always understand why prenups create so much tension. On paper, it's simple. You sign something before marriage so both people know what happens if things fall apart. But relationships are not paper. They are emotional, messy, hopeful, full of dreams. Many couples talk themselves into believing that they will never need the prenup. And then if the marriage does end, all the emotions that were suppressed when the papers were signed bubble right back up. Kandi, in response, has amended her own petition. She is also requesting primary custody now and is making it clear that she has a strong support team in place. She is a worker. We all know that. She has been on television since the 90s. She has written hit songs that are still paying today. She has always had multiple jobs and bigger goals. And I imagine she is saying that just because she works a lot does not mean she is not present as a mother. Many working moms know that struggle, trying to balance ambition and family, trying to excel for your children's future while also making sure they feel your love right now. This is one of those moments where life forces a parent to defend who they are, to say, yes, I am busy, but everything I do is to build a better life for my kids. That is real. There is also talk that Kandi has proof that the prenup was not signed under pressure, that the moment was filmed for their wedding special, and that Todd said on camera he was comfortable signing. If that footage exists, and if it says what they believe it says, the prenup challenge could weaken quickly. And a judge could say, well, you verbalized consent and now the agreement stands as written. But let's not forget, consent can sometimes look calm on the outside, even when there is pressure inside. People compromise all the time to keep the peace in relationships, especially leading up to a wedding. So even with footage, feelings are a complicated thing to argue. Now, here's where I want to talk to you all about something deeper. Because while we follow these stories for entertainment, there are real children in the center of this. Kids who probably do not even fully understand what is happening yet or why their parents are now making decisions through lawyers. Children who love both parents. Children who still need bedtime routines and help with homework and hugs when life feels confusing. No matter what a prenup says, no matter what a judge decides, no matter who has more money or more fans, the emotional responsibility to protect those kids does not disappear. Another interesting part of this divorce is the contrast between what we see publicly and what is happening privately. They showed up together for Blaze's birthday. There was a big celebration, smiles, a theme, a moment where their children could feel joy. They also appeared together for Thanksgiving, not side by side necessarily, but still showing unity for the holiday. There is thought behind that. There is intention. Because even in their pain, they seem to be trying to give their children stability in public. But just because people are able to take a picture together does not mean everything is calm inside the home. Sometimes people stand next to each other because it hurts too much to stand apart in front of their children. Sometimes couples smile for a camera because they know how fast the internet will turn that one picture into 1,000 theories. And that brings me to another point. Public divorces are a different world. Most people deal with heartbreak quietly. They cry in private. They vent to a small group of friends. They take time away to think. Kandi and Todd do not get that luxury. If they argue 1 hour, the internet is discussing it the next. If one of them posts something vague on social media, people start forming storylines overnight. They may not even get to fully feel what they feel without outside voices influencing the narrative. And that pressure can make even the calmest co-parenting plan explode into conflict. What could happen next? We might see the court appoint a custody evaluator, someone who looks objectively at the children's routines, their emotional needs, their living environment, and recommends an arrangement that supports their development during a major life change. They may decide to negotiate and meet in the middle, joint custody, shared responsibilities, updated parenting schedules. Many divorces eventually land there, whether they begin tough or not, or this could be long. It could be draining. It could become something they wish they could fast forward through. The same love that built a family can become the fire that fuels disagreements when things fall apart. So here's what I want you to think about, hotties. In a situation like this, what comes first? A legal win, a financial claim, a feeling of fairness, or the emotional health of the children watching the adults they love become adversaries? Some people believe prenups should always be upheld because they represent preparation and clarity. Others believe if either partner felt pressured, the terms should be reevaluated for fairness. Where do you stand? Some people believe co-parenting is possible only if the breakup is peaceful. Others believe even messy splits can evolve into strong co-parenting relationships over time if both adults remain committed to maturity. And then there is the reality many families face, the moment where hurt makes people forget that the most important ones in the room are the children who did not choose any of this. So tell me this, when a divorce goes public and complicated, what truly keeps a family strong? Is it legal paperwork, public images, court victories, or is it the everyday choices to do what is healthiest for your kids even when it hurts you? Hotties, I want to hear your thoughts. Let's keep talking this in the comments. I would love to hear what you think. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.